Alright, starting out the vlog. It's like 5 p.m. right now. Going to ride pit bikes. What's new? Got the e-saw. This is stupid. Don't ever buy an electric chainsaw. Starting out the video like that. Got a shovel, get some other tools, go make some trails. And Mike's coming with the drift quad. Ryan will show up a little bit later. And should be a good time just mobbing around. Actually, I take that back with the e-saw. It is convenient if you're cutting down in places that you're not technically supposed to ride at or be at. So I guess I take it back. It'll last like a good 2 hours at cutting down like logs about that big, trees that big. It can do bigger, but it just sucks the battery. But we'll head out of here, get to riding and making some trails. I just got here, got the pitter unloaded, get my gloves on, and then we'll go back there and start making some new trails, some new hill climbs, and something new to ride, I guess, before we ride the typical track and stuff over here. So should be pretty fun regardless. I got the chainsaw on my lap. I got this sitting on the shovel right now. Gotta make it work. Trying to make it all in one trip. Alright, well, I've been working, got a little new trail going, but the problem is it's super sandy. Mike just went up, almost flipped the quad backwards and like pinned himself up against a huge tree that's fallen. Would have been worst case scenario, but got the drift quad out even on slicks, and I guess I'll do one run and maybe Mike will try it again. We'll see. I'll go sit up there. It's all sand. Looks like he got stuck right here. Uh-oh. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Getting some ruts here already.
Those ruts are a foot deep.
Try and turn right.
No.
And then go up that way.
No. No.
He won't do it again. It's my bad. I didn't get it on film. That would have been a good clip. Funny at least. So he tried to come this way, and then he got stuck trying to get in between these two trees, and then he kind of turned it and it started rolling backwards and was going to pin him up against that tree right there if you can see it. But he got on it and it wheelied up on him. Somehow he got it back down, and then I pushed him up the rest of the way. But could have been bad. It's all the good stuff you don't get on film. If you know anything about filming stuff, it's always when you're not recording or anything, when nobody has the camera out, that's when the good stuff happens. But whatever. Woo! Almost pinned myself against that branch. I gotta cut that thing down. All right, we'll break out the e-saw. Alright, what? This?
Yeah, move that.
How do you want me to move that? Just go out wider. Lift it up, hang on. That's good enough. I'll try and go straight up then. Down. That was a lot smoother. Now we got a little rut going that I can follow. I hit neutral. Of course. These things always just randomly like to go into neutral. all the time. Getting a little first run on the new jump. Rained last night, so it kind of packing in better. It's not as dusty today. Try and convince Mike to hit the freestyle ramp again and kind of go down into there, but I highly doubt he'll hit it since the quad tires barely fit on this thing. Dude, that would launch you if I had the legs longer.
Dude, it's not even on the ground.
Mike, hit this one. This is probably the jump that it would just send you up, you know? It's not gonna send you far, just roll over it.
Yeah, and I break my ankles in both.
I think you'd be fine. The ramp might break itself though. Do it. Shot.
It's not even on the ground.
I'll put some rocks under there.
Yeah, okay.
It'll be sturdy enough. Things like straight up right now. Kind of want to try it on the pit bike, to be honest. It messed me up. There we go. Feels weird on the bridge. Alright, so it's the next day. Today's mission is to get the bikes ready. Might be the last race, I don't know, don't quote me on it, but regardless, I gotta get the bike ready, clean it up from, I think Pavilion was the last time I rode it. Still dirty, needs an oil change, air filter. Gotta clean a couple air filters, this air filter over here. I used to use this other, the no-toil, like, powder stuff, but I didn't know why I didn't start using this a long time ago. The spray is so much easier than putting that crap in a hot water. And that, get the 125, needs some, just go over everything. The air filter, I believe. Have fuel mixed up prior to actually getting to the track, because you know how that goes. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Trying to do this one-handed is not the easiest. Should be good to go. It's gonna be rock hard on there after sitting on there for like a week. Bike's all clean. Now onto a couple air filters. So much easier. Spray it on, rinse it out, and it's all clean. And then I just kind of spray it out with the power washer. Oh, on a real note though, I'd say this tire is pretty fresh. I think it's got a lot of life left. Knobbies aren't really peeling off, only like every other. And yeah, I think it's got another good 10 hours out of it. You know what? Front tire too. They're not peeling off or anything like that either, so just run it. This one's literally ready to fall off. May as well take it off. But I'll probably get new tires here in a week or so once I get them on order. Wow, that oil is super fresh still. Well, the store was closed, so I went to the local AutoZone, got some oil. I didn't have anything else at the house at least. Now I'll just fire it up, should be good to go. Next, just pop a fresh filter in the 125. Alright, this thing's good. It's all dry, good to go. For some reason, or, I mean, it makes sense, but the OEM filters fit so much better on the cage than any other, like, random no-toil filter or any other filters. Just the stock, boil it up quick, throw it in the 125. Fresh, ready to go, pretty much. Get some fuel mixed up. Probably put the rest of this in the tank. We got that fresh active gear to try out tomorrow. I know I mentioned it in yesterday's video. If you saw it, I forgot to put their Instagram on the screen. I'll put it on the screen right here. Check them out. The gear's sick. And honestly, there's no other, like, since Alias isn't making gear anymore, I honestly think this is like the best looking gear that you can get, aside from, like, I don't really like any other designs of like the Thor or any other gear really, except like, you'll see more of it in tomorrow's video. It's got a little cheetah going on. and just basic, clean cut, nice gear. So that all packed, ready to go. And we'll load up the trailer, wait on Ryan to come by. Just have it ready for the morning. That way I don't have to deal with anything and we can just get right on the road in the morning. I may as well get the truck washer too while I'm at it, as I'm pretty much washing everything today. All right, so I'm gonna cap this video off here. As you can see, it's dark outside, waiting up to load the bikes up in the trailer. If you enjoyed it and you're new, definitely hit the subscribe button down below. Tomorrow's video or the day after will be packed with big bike riding, going to do the pit bike race. So that video should be full of riding. Off of that, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video.